What's up, dudes? Max here. It's that time of the year again. EVO is just around the corner. I wanted to give you guys a quick update, as well as how ridiculous this year at EVO is going to be. Not just because of the tournament and me doing a panel or anything like that that's stressing me out like crazy right now. It's because there are a ridiculous amount of playable fighting games that I wanted to update you guys on, and some stuff that hopefully you can expect on this channel with impressions and gameplay videos and everything like that coming around EVO, if not right after when I get back home to actually edit it. First up, one of the bigger ones is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It is going to be playable at EVO, and I'm hoping that there is going to be a different playable build of the game. There has been some stuff that popped out recently on a PlayStation channel that I do need to talk about that shows some changes to the game, and it's like the first time in a long time that I've seen Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite footage where I'm actually happy about something and I'm like, wow, that's a really nice touch that they added to the game. I have not really had that feeling in a very long time, so it left me in a kind of happy situation that hopefully they're going to be addressing some of this stuff in the game. But who knows? I'm hoping there's a trailer. I'm hoping they're showing off Gamora, some of the characters to at least make some of the people like myself that are a bit disappointed with the art style and a lot of other stuff in the game that isn't the gameplay to be a little bit more satiated with how the game is going to turn out in September. The other big one is Dragonball Fighters, which is also going to be at EVO. This is probably going to be a similar build than I was playing at E3. Mostly because there was rumor that Trunks was going to be playable in this build, and then later on it was revealed that he was not going to be playable. Probably something due to the fact that the character is early or causing crashes and the game is just in a very early state. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be the exact same 6-character build that we have seen from like Anime Expo and E3 and the same one that I've played. But crazy enough, there actually is going to be a tournament, a sign-up tournament that you can join Dragonball Fighters. There was a very limited amount of entries that I tried to get into, but within like 15 to 20 minutes, the tournament was entirely filled up. It was friggin' ridiculous. Luckily, some people were going to be attending that aren't going to be attending, and they actually gave me their spot for early on like Friday. So I got to get up crazy early to go try to compete in Dragon Ball, and it's a small side thing that fits in a perfect time slot where I can actually go. Otherwise, I really don't have a lot of time to compete at EVO because things are just absolutely freaking crazy. So, I'm going to be playing a lot of Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm going to be competing in the tournament. I don't know if there is going to be a stream for the game. If there is, I'll try to do my best and tweet it out for you guys. If not, try to get some more footage, some more impressions, and try to figure out some crazy stuff in regards to the game. After that, Dissidia is also going to be playable at EVO. I'm pretty sure it might be a similar character roster, similar to Dragon Ball Fighters to E3. And I don't know if these guys actually have plans to show off any trailers. There is going to be panels from like myself and the Capcom guys and Square Enix. SNK did cancel their panel, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, I'm curious if Square as well as Capcom are going to show off any new trailers in regards to characters in Street Fighter, characters in Marvel Infinite, any new updates to Dissidia. I would love to see more stuff on Dissidia because I feel that that game needs a proper big expansion of kind of what the game has to offer over the arcade version to get a lot of people really excited. And it is interesting to see that a lot of folks, especially on my channel when I made that impressions video, are wanting the same thing I did, which is a basic 1v1 mode on top of the 3v3, which is what the game is kind of crafted upon. We're going to be playing more of that, and the nice thing is that if it is playable at EVO, then it's going to be 3 versus 3, and we can actually get a whole bunch of us, maybe playing a bunch of you guys. We'll see how it goes. I'm just excited to play more of the game, especially in an environment where you get all these people running around and fighting each other. Last but not least is probably one of the bigger surprises of a game that I was not expecting to be at EVO in any way whatsoever. You might have remembered there was an April Fool's game that was revealed earlier this year. I made a quick video regarding it. It's made by the guys who did the Street Fighter EX series, who's known as Arika. They do a lot of arcade, and now they do a lot of mobile games. But they were making a fighting game called Fighting Layer EX, I believe is what it's called, because they had this Fighting Layer series where they actually brought in their 3D style of arcade combat with some of the Street Fighter EX characters that they own, which is not the original Street Fighter characters like Garuda. It would probably be Doctor in Dark and Skullomania. I wouldn't be surprised if they still own those characters, but they put them into a brand new game, and that game looked absolutely friggin' awesome. It looked like a classic, ridiculously cool looking art style arcade game, and guess what? It's actually going to be playable at EVO. this game was an April Fool's joke that essentially turned into an internet sensation where folks, including myself and a lot of others, are just wanting to see this thing become a reality, and they're taking it to EVO with a brand new gameplay mechanic. So I don't know what that mechanic is. The game looked very familiar to Street Fighter EX style gameplay. It had DHCs with the characters. You can do one super into another. It had cancels and combos. It was very basic from what we could understand. As EVO is going to get closer and closer, they're going to add that mechanic, and who knows what it's going to play like, but luckily, I'll be able to play it. And if I do get an opportunity, I'll be able to hopefully get direct feed capture of it and tell you guys all about the game, even though it is 3 characters and it's very early, and I think they're just trying to gauge like audience reception to see how good this game can possibly be. And hopefully it's really fun, and I'll get back to you guys to tell you all about it when I get back from the show. And that's about it in terms of the games that's going to be at EVO that will be playable. There's going to be a lot more, but those are the big ones that I really want to get more time with. So the big thing also is that, of course, we have a panel once again at EVO, which is 5 years running now. Thank you guys a ton for this, because every single panel at EVO, between 500 to 700 person capacity, we have filled the room with standing room only, and I can only thank you guys for that. This year, it is a 500 person room. The panel starts this Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific time, and I heavily encourage you guys, if you want to make it into this panel without it being jam-packed, to make it there a little bit early. All things considered, the last time we've had 500 person panels, it's gotten really busy really fast. And this year is going to be no different. We have some videos to show off. We have some announcements of stuff that's going to be happening in the future, as well as a Q&A that pretty much takes up the majority of the panel. And we also got some special surprises, simply because I like to give away a lot of stuff to you guys when you come to these panels and show up at these events. And this year is no different. I'm still waiting on a lot of the items to actually get here. It is the day before EVO, actually the day before EVO right now. And all this stuff is going to be literally from you guys, because I want to give back to you of what you've given to me with the viewership and the generosity on the streams and everything like that. And right now, we're planning on giving away 4 pretty unique items. One's going to be a poster for sure, and the other ones, well, I'll give you a sneak peek. I wanted to get a Disney pin made of Benny, and these should be available for every single person that shows up at the panel. We're going to be handing them out right after the panel is concluded, and after the panel is done at around 5 to, it starts at 5, it'll be around 6. We pretty much just stay in the panel room. We like to be the last one of the day so we can sign things and talk to you guys and just hang out for like, last year it was like 4 hours after the panel was done. It took that long for everything to clear out. And we plan on doing something similar and giving away a whole bunch of items. Like I said, we're going to be giving away all this stuff. It's absolutely free, and it is my everlasting thanks to everybody of what you have given me. And I just want to hopefully give back to you guys in any way possible outside of videos and streaming and stuff like that. Anyway, that's all we got for right now. EVO is going to be crazy this year. I hope to come back with more footage and impressions and maybe video of the panel. And that's actually another thing I got to talk about. This year, we might have a very, very, very special opportunity to live stream the panel. It seems that the Twitch guys and some other folks at Twitch want to make this happen, where they stream certain parts of EVO, and they contacted me about the panel specifically, which could possibly be streamed on my Twitch channel at 5 o'clock Pacific when the panel starts on Friday. So stay tuned for that, guys. I recommend you stay on the Twitch channel around that time. There might be a stream of the entire panel, which would be friggin' awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on all these videos I gotta get done, videos for the panel, talking about announcements and everything like that. As always, thank you guys a ton. I'll try to get back home immediately and make that top 5 EVO moments video, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be excited for that one. I'm possibly the most excited for the Tekken finals this year, because the game is ridiculously fun to watch, especially since it just came out. And even after it's been out for 2 years and I've been watching that game for a long time, there's been some great tournaments that have happened in the recent last few weeks, and I can't wait to see what happens at EVO. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. I'll be back with more as soon as possible. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.